Boots for boots. Sorella. Boots for boots. Akwaba, boot for boots. Until then, Me started send me pick request me patrodo. I am going to show Bawumia Camp what you don't have to do. Just listening to the reasons why Kennedy Japan will never win. Will never win is the reasons why I own winning. But that doesn't change the fact say almost the shenanigans befim. That's why you need to be vigilant. But these are the real reasons why Okwasiam Pennyway na dream no Jimmy die oye. Hey, me na me we patcho, how many of you, how many men na oba katro we dwuma say nyama na mo hwefia nyama na mo to petrol ma wa wo ma mi mponi oyere nyame na mo kohwe na wo papa I mean, how many of those relationships last? Or when a man like wumi hu na wunyo bia Christy Love e dey na Pastor Love anka me hu na wunyo bia wona si chale me na girl no koye no wa bodam. It doesn't matter what you did for somebody. There is an art to asking for things. There is an art, A-R-T. Style bi wo ho was ye nyama. BBS okada kwasie or your presidential material. It is because the art of doing everything ways in its razi. Montien one more time. Listen to the pettiness of his stupidity. Penin toto da we bejino. First the fuck of all, it is hilarious that you think you are a rich man. It's so fucking ludicrous. Say one kasa oh God, Jesus, and then to top it with your exaggeration and your lies. And edaya yensi we kwasiam ko a chisa aboa second in Japan. And obetumi esi steel plants without conferring with the people who generate power for him to see say enyama na ode ba no is it conducive for our system. Kwasia we nkwa na otumi yesa na edan ni si ho company ni start say ye adwuma na in his phantom brain no wafa nimpa 9,000 oya kwasia we nkwa e na o claim say edan ya yensi we wa 37 no wato MRI machine na odibesim. By the time ye besi bewie no na MRI machine no outmoded and I say emfa Ghana current. I bet my life and kwasia we me bebo on the video of 10 years ago see a man 8 years e dey na otumi ye wo ono one personal property so ain't shit he dead wa ba be gina manim e ka kire mu said yen odu baby a me na me ye we e na me na me mo ma ye mo one more time na me kire mo reason why Cynthia Webs I'm showing you reasons why Kennedy Japan will not win. Sikano di amu de befem. Visas no mugudu so di fem. And Troni Jimmy no so super. But Messi 11th hour. The God of the 11th hour. I want you to know say Jimmy DNA see mo so team legal wise time. Emma mubo shire no. Sa Jimmy na beko so 31st. But 1st February, me birthday, ebeba no. Shekwasiabi, you have shown, you have given testimony, say we are kwasia, we are odwan, abua, kwasiabi ba. Muntie, abua we onamu asemba akope na oka. Mina miye we. Menkwani sikenia is so stupid. Menkwani sikenia miyewe. Menkwani Ghana nia. Ya be frame me fiasin for so mama yentie one more time. Na yen shy show na asin. Can MPP for omo how ne say senya we yakwasia no omo ntumi ma wundi omo party ni senya we ya boa na we odwan na nkwasiafo na omo di wechi no omo nim sa wo de wo ka nokre no MPP for se omo ntia se wunim nokre no se omo nyina omo nim nyansa na kwasia se wo be se obedi omo anim MPP for how ne say we Jimmy Dodo we yakwasia dodo we show too many colors to them MPP for omo how no almost say corner girls ni boys ni men women kwana kuni omo nkwati party MPP for omo how no MPP for senior wa dwin ye twa bi ato atwe no it goes against the constitution of Ghana say obi ana dwin ye dwuma mama won fa nem ben presidency MPP for one how ni dey ye ko hwini ema wo huni for the last 24 years that you were interested in getting contracts so that kwasia se wo you will be the one to be dishing out money so that it doesn't look like omo tia bem no mu wi aban sika de hwe mo party okwasia that's what you agreed to abuo biba ken abuo biba kwasia so omo say wo were NDC ansa wo ko MPP ken wonim say minim say no pre wo kai 93 wo kai Winnie Rollins, Wokai, and I won't kai on, Makayo, very soon. Missy Minkai Shekra, Mekai said 96, 97. Ewo fear what tema. Me ex-husband Vincent, ne sister na minini na eti ufie wono. Me ex-husband, sister na minini na eti temano. And two, and I'll catch and say, the only thing you admire about me is that irrespective of whatever you do or say, I still belong to NDC. Now, what me can't Alex Teten in time kesia or say, so be back and trouble so any ni sieno. Say, what now catch me say, Mammy Arabai, NDC dear, only a good party, but some more power mean to me, ya me cron no mano, one che. Wona ne twe inti se nne wo pesa wo san ko NDC enti na we invite kwasia otutu kese no ase dun ketia na eba aye ken we nya nana bipo manamba ase dun ketia na eba aye na MPP fumani afiri ana ken na fa shewa asimfosu what prominent MPP member was there apart from ase dun ketia? What prominent person was there aside Asiedun Ketia? Mr. Ken Waton match. Namun namho. But I'm going to tell him say ne kwasi akikain. Do how Razi Christy inti Christy obede no wa kese. Oba Bema no onya phone call na Christine yem shishin because obaka kwasi esam. Or come meeting na Christine yem shishin. Or anywhere Ken goes, that woman is never at peace. Because so him there kwasi asam bi bepwe wo kan nyansa sam abua. Kwasia we ne ba. Woda wonda wo. Woda wonda. Wouldn't ferry a womb. Wouldn't ferry a womb to be the child of this idiot. Do you know how people perceive you outside? Do you know how your schoolmates see you? Mama Jimino, Moon be dantia, and I will bet to me I am a format. What in your kind? Mem Kwana, and I mean, me say this is why he won't win, and I'll explain it to you. Muntia Nibium, Quasia. Na Kennedy Japan kasema asofu beka podi, you don't have to make reference to it. Kwasia Ken abua inya na beka chenda asofu ni we akohwifuna. So why the fuck should we give a fuck who sa asofu na wo kano are telling us to vote for? Whoa, yanko. This is only yesterday, 7 something p.m. Now Omega kwasia no na odi ato live e wona mekotwa fiye MPP si omo ha ni se ko baby a they don't loot kwasia ken kwasia benyim ko sampanyi ko hwini eji aboa nipajin jensan senyi fraud boy wenyim de ejewu aboa MPP for say since you are pious Katso party okwasia nimpa buan bonya yenyi omambofuo obufo kwasia mpeni atotomona abue penyin toto igonitiri kwasia sansenye enyim nyansa abua babada bamba dini na ba wo ma mi fretem ni erisi sie ni na e ma o mimi ni nduru no nche we ku no so kwasia kwa abue MPP fu omo ha woni sen na wo ko okro mu no guess no mo MPP fu ya abua papa I don't know where I belong to that party. Kwasie, Wokasano, were you fighting for MPP? When you said, if you answer, Kwasia, wouldn't you fear Yansano? What bedina AI party? What baby MPP AI? Kwasia, for Wufia Yansano, Faka teacher party were dumping. O Jan, and your buyer named Chino, one teacher party. Kwasia abua fe MPP for won feripo we Jimmy ade MPP we kwasia o I don't know why I belong to that party we Jimmy ya kan se menka we be just say me am farmer am see am farmer o see oh ade na mo farmer me such a twat kwasia stupid excuse of a man. You want to come close to presidency. You know what sort of insult it is to us as Ghanaians? Yeti ha na bodam ni bifi anka fule pwe obe ya na osi na wasa onyahwe MPP for you are the joke. Why the fuck will you allow this lunatic to pick forms? MPP executives kwasia we he should have been disqualified just because na gene kwa ye twabi afi ho dia yare na yamono Nkrofo ko bia kra 100% brain capacity. This motherfucker is malfunctioning. What the fuck is your constitution and your laws? What the fuck is it for? And if you don't respect your MPP constitution, can you at least give some respect to the Ghana constitution? Don't fucking bring him as a flag bearer. Na mumbedidi atem. Sasa mumu bo party mono. Mo no crescent your kase mu nimu nyansa. Enti na mubefo obi ana gin aka half dia bre. Ye Jimmy no. This stupidity should have been stopped from round 1. He should have never been allowed to pick a fucking form because he's malfunctioning. He's malfunctioning. Okwasiampa we ni we. Kwasiasa. When you see now, if it is working for you, keep the motherfucker to your side. Don't if you bring him as a flag bearer, donyame attempt that funumo. When you the fact that you disrespect us to bring a half-brained motherfucker. Say a funny yadi. Constitution ne kade. Constitution ne kade. Kwasi asemka. Mosi onka for forms. Nipe wa bodam. What's onka for forms? Aba asama. We see cubicles. Stupid kwa. Mupe amofa nemra. Mo party no ye be dissolve no for insulting all the citizens of this country. Say kwasia bia na adwene adwuma. Yeah, the flag. Why the fuck will we do that? Yantriado. This isn't even why I came. Yantriado. Enye so obi na ekama no ono ana okama ne ho. Winning delusion. The personification of Delulu is this motherfucker. But Ken, the Delulu is not the Solulu. The fact that you are delusional, the fact that why dream being nimuno, it does. We don't care. We are not pitying you. You need to be in a medical facility, not in the presidential abua. Okwasie Japan. You be frail because that was your position in MPP. Kwasia. That you are claiming to be a businessman. You be pushy contracts now. Now we just gonna away. Okay, so assuming, yeah, you did that. Irresponsible sperm donor. Deadbeat father. Kwasia be majiminia. Wutumidi a 2-2-4-2. What do you feel? And you can make the 2-2 ni, make the 2-2 ni crowd ya instead of make me, but we are Kwasia Bema. A boa o drain. 39 days. Ibon abua. This is why sa Kwasia kikei. Sa won Kwasia kikei ni beridi acho why you will not win. We jibi wa jino any formo aka kwota. MPP for no mun bugana for and no man disqualify Kwasia se wo. Emma we do sa point we. Any full brain human beings now wants to na would at them. I blame the MPP executives. You should have never crossed the line to get here. You should have been disqualified according to the laws of this land. Kwasia and for the full brain capacity. Would you travel? Kwasia kwa. May the light cover when na Kwasia when your man the light project no abuwe or didn't you didn't kwaji Kwasia into sena race course one na hwe Kwasia sena light in sisi ho and samoba abemu a one for light and kosisi ho because you are a philanthropist abuwe nenchi when the light kosisi ho because na your contract Kwasia biba Kwasia krasini binaba a boa fraud boy. What the light cause you see race course so said ye. I think for su light send it so who go with ya a hot kabode see Kwasia na ye. When you came to government, na light ni bisisi wana ebubu ya na. Yama contract for the whole fucking Ghana. Wanna make ken abua benin. Kwasia wonka talk. She said Jimmy for ne betie. Now to me Jane said, but you had the contract to brighten the country, the entire fucking country. See, Abasan Kwareke Costa Road to Takrade. How many street lights on the Kwasia penny benin. Abua borere che kwasia totomona awinga sisie nye edurutoni ni talk it's why I go for why no wonya akoni yirbo rizim morally hey awo na wafra wo fi asimfosu na ye kwasie nti ja asimfosu gu ho na ekahihye light or race course na rie kwasia oncology dipa abua ukro ma aba hospital papa o kwasia mpenyi. Let me go on to why all of this his stupidity coming to prove that this is why he will lose. Let me show you here. When you read the 48 laws of power, and 48 laws of tradition, and 48 laws of looking beautiful, and 48 laws of power, in nyansa kwasia we na omo pe power no. In nyansade omo ye no, e wo so omo nye no. 48 laws no number 13 and I may be kan ya kire odwan we. But while I make kind no, me pese ba omiafo monfa kiwu mfrim. Let's start. I'm going to jump a bit, but yeah. Law 13. Law 13 of 48 laws. Or say, I'm checking my connection. Or say, when asking for help, appeal to people's self-interest. Never appeal to their mercy or their gratitude. Or sister woo pemwa every obi wa. But modern said, asem na wo kokano. Woo ya de so nya wo bi se ni pakwan so onye ma wo no. Obeya ma wo bewie no no ni pakwan no oya ma wo no nso enya wo mfaso. Menko bisa obi se omwa o. Na mwana wo bisa no. Wo man e feel guilty. Say, oh, I was so wow because of this. And now woman e feel say say me my way am mau. Enti I was a won so we mami. And now say wo be sending pano na nimpa no wo ehumobro guilt and gratitude and as a wo dey ko say obi fam hwehumwa waiting. Are you hearing me? Men kind of brofubim. When asking for help, appeal to people's self-interest, not to the person's mercy or gratitude. This is the judgment of the law, and I read. If you need to turn to an ally for help, do not bother to remind him or her of your past assistance. Don't remind them of your past assistance. Me nkwan ye be frɛ me. Me nkwan na me koto oncology department dino. Me nkwan na me mako. Don't fucking remind them. Jimmy Fukene Japan kwasia beni me twani na eye ni nyina ye sendra nye last one kwasia na woye or say the person will find a way to ignore you when you go and you remind them of senya wo boa omo na enkombra. That person will find a way to ignore you and instead of you doing this, uncover something in your request or in your alliance with the person that will benefit the person and emphasize it out of all proportions. Then the person will respond enthusiastically when that person sees something to be gained for themselves. Kwasie Japan sani no. Wako jana na me kwana me abua na eye abua de epo ono na eye. I want pause. Let me read it through once. The judgment of the law 13 or say law 13 now say when you are asking for help, appeal to people's self-interest, never to their mercy or gratitude. Then the judgment of this law says, if you need, oh, thank you, Papa, for the power tap. If you need to turn to an ally for help, do not bother to remind the person of your past assistance to them. Kwasia, oh, kwasia bema, we Jimmy so giant. Don't remind them of your past assistance or your good deeds. That person, hi, Kendrick, then that person will find a way to ignore you. Thank you, Kendrick. That person will find a way to ignore you because you keep saying, and I'm gonna be here, they will ignore you. Then, instead of you doing that, you need to uncover something in your request, which you have to find something in your request or in your alliance with the person which will benefit the person and emphasize that benefit out of all proportions. Then the person will respond enthusiastically when they see something to be gained for themselves. Thank you so much, Kendrick, for sharing. Medasi. Let me go on to the next. Okay. So I jumped to the transgression of this law. In the early let me give you a story here. In the early 14th century, a young man named Castillo. I don't want to do the transgression. It's so long. Let me go to this one. Let me go to. I don't even want interpretation. Let's go to observance of this law. Observing this law. Say me see who could be sad, yeah, man, cause nipa no hu mobo, and yes, why the papa binti anhwe ho, and yes, inti feel sorry, Debbie. Go this way, or say, in 433 BC, just before the Peloponnesian War, Peloponnesian War, just before that war, the island of Corcyra, which was later called Corfu, and the Greek city-state of Corinth stood on the brink of conflict. Both of them sent ambassadors to Athens. So, in this analogy, Athens is NPP, Corinth is Kennedy Japan, Corcyra is Dr. Baumia. Corcyra is Dr. Baumia. Corinth, na what Bible muno, and na eye Ken. Because Onuna will say he is depicting the stupidity here. So, in 433 BC, just before the Peloponnesian War, the island of Corcyra, which was later called Corfu, and the Greek city-state of Corinth stood at the brink of conflict. Both parties sent their ambassadors to Athens to try and win over the Athenians to their side. The stakes were the Athenians to their side. The stakes were high, since whoever had Athens on their side was sure to win the war. And whoever won the war would certainly give the defeated side no mercy. Corcyra, Dr. Baumia, spoke first. Now listen to what Corcyra said. Corcyra's ambassador began by admitting that the island, Corcyra Island, had never held Athens before. And in fact, they had even allied themselves with Athens' enemies. There were no ties of friendship or gratitude between Corcyra and Athens. Yes, the ambassador admitted he had come to Athens now out of fear and concern for Corcyra's safety. The only thing he could offer was an alliance with mutual interests. Corcyra had a navy only surpassed in size and strength by the Athens military base, right? Corcyra or Kasi. Onishi. In fact, at times, or supporting Athens for Atanfo. Team league I see Omokokun, Obiana, or see me buy me. I mean, impose my cause support team league wise against you. Me, I mean, say minimum near down for Fabia. But me ba say, Sisia baby, I didn't need to know. Me, she shimmy. Meaning, say, won't come in 1 year. Intimidate Twa and I'm a baby. First one, Dr. Bami, I don't need no kind or say. The only thing, okay, I'll say, yes, the ambassador admitted that he had come to Athens now out of fear and concern for Corcyra's safety. The only thing he could offer was an alliance of mutual interests. Corcyra had a navy only surpassed in size and strength by Athens' own. An alliance between the two states, Corcyra and Athens, would create a formidable force, one that could intimidate the rival state of Sparta. That, unfortunately, was the only thing Corcyra had to offer. Then Corinth, Japan, also Roman speech, Muntiha. The representative from Corinth, Japan, then gave a brilliant, sorry for the invitation, why? Sorry, Miss Anne boy. The representative from Corinth gave a brilliant, passionate speech in sharp contrast to the dry, colorless approach of the Corcyrian. He talked of everything Corinth had done for Athens. He said everything Corinth had done for Athens in the past. He asked how it would look to Athens' other allies if the city put an agreement with the former enemy over one with a present friend. No, bisa. Corcyra Africa say, Nampo Sinyani Yankonyo, Nampo Sonu enemies against you. Nampo Sonu apart from the army. Amia ma buau, Amia Messi oncology department, Amia ma Shagana Funya, Amia Mina Mama Gana Waja home. Amia, if you don't take me, what do you think it will look like to other people who are your allies? It will look good. I'm the only rich man that did this. Honor a current representative Norian. Also, he talked about everything Corinth had done for Athens in the past. He asked how it would look to Athens' other allies if the city put an agreement with a former enemy over one with a present friend. One that had served Athens' interest loyally. How many times I'll say, yeah, loyalty. I've been there. A far in Japan, Corinth, Jimini, Berinati. Also, perhaps those allies would break their agreements with Athens if they saw that their loyalty was not valued. How many times I want to make grandma beka be enti nkrofo mo pipi meka say enti just a party no wo boa omo they don't care nya wo beka no na ehia enti me fa me sika nkoboa biom enti no mo hwe ne yi o mo afa kena mo nya nkrofo mo mboboa beboa biom ni nyina yegusu kan amfa atensefo no mo nimpa say ansha omo nkrofo beka say na mo current ni no ye nyina ye nim so oboa mo ono na oto 350 pickups mamo ono na omaga mo nyina mo home mo amfa ono makofa ba ko na osi ono anim se wani we ndi ni ye kane no basisi aniyem na hyehye no ene ohia se ono ubebom yes omo fae no ayisem no doso o say perhaps those allies would break their agreements with Athens if they saw that their loyalty was not valued. He referred to the same Papeokase Kenny. He referred to Hellenic laws and the need to repay Corinth for all its good deeds. Or someone, I will say, you have to, because ye na ya boamo, it be like can. Afe pipi fa edie afe aden kwasia okwasia aware pogu because obande bia na otiem ena wa wadwuma gu mi na mhye wo ena me kra na me bo akwa fie a wo be ma e ma me nwi me ho ena makwa ai sa oba na egya no san so na be ma obe me ba na mo obi di hiye ni ba nyamnya nka mabusiem wo papa kra okodeka ye jai aware because of asadodo eno nchese ni pakro no wa moa eno nchesa ena me na ye wo me ena me na me abakan ena me na ma hwe obi a ena me na me hwe me anu I go say the bibia their sibling they don't care ena me me anu am grateful so sa okasa dodo bra we are isem dodo na wo hwe wo nia ntidie enti ene na ekoso no kwasia no onam me na me ye ena sikafo ena omo amfrobia ena me na ye frɛ me ena me besi kwasie enkrofo nkai na nka opese omo frɛ omo no omo mududu ose ne ye ma omo contract ye de ma wo na ne hwe be ma jimini kwasia wutisi du koto nyanse bia ni ma boa biba muntie biom. He referred to Hellenic laws and the need to repay Corinth for all its good deeds. He finally went on to list. He listed the many services Corinth had performed for Athens. He listed them. To send a book no more dinam no. Kwasia biti so omega. Odrugo mo apotin pontum bozin. Wazenam. Anyway so aye. Ena ken no kochia we ena ken no ma we nya nkwa ena we no ken no nyim no ena we ken no hwe the kwasia we so he listed everything Corinth had done for Athens maybe mama final showdown. He finally went on to list the many services Corinth had performed for Athens and the importance for Athens to show gratitude. Oh, catch on say when you know, and was some say was some money grateful, na mo fire and ye way mo. Wow, wow, kwasia we say pepe no abua o pe power say ne pe no o dwan. After the speech, the Athenians debated the issue in an assembly, this is a parliament. On the second round, almost to the first one, because I see, after the speech, the Athenians debated the issue in an assembly. On the second round, they voted overwhelmingly to ally with Corcyra. Now only Bible no eba omiano. And they dropped Corinth. Yes, Tony. Woba na wedwane kwasia ka na shawo fupe na ope abua kwhwe mema dodo aye kan wa adu asafotwa ho enso okoso ntafri ne kwate homa na so akwaware kwasia okwasia na menya shawo nyanka kwasia we mi ye ni papa nka kwasia we How ya aboa? Can obetumi akodi obi wo Buckingham Palace odwan sa. Ha benu ma aboa bi deken. Kwasia Stella ti ho ma omanu food dino. Stella, Mrs. Suppose Japan. Or to one man food dino. Kobisa Christy says a niku ba America no kono tunu ka. Eye hin no ko. Kwasia. Stella, architect dino. Can bunu ka okuno. Na senya so was wezi no woman. Kwasia. Can I two for no? On dear Mutreke or worry on your eduma bua. Kwasia. You know, it was so 15 minutes. So now, the interpretation of the law. Onini, I say, history has remembered the Athenians nobly, but they were the preeminent realists of classical Greece. With them, all the rhetoric, all the emotional appeals in the world could not match a good pragmatic argument, especially one that added to their power. What the Corinthian ambassador Kenya Japan Kwasiano, what the Corinthian ambassador did not realize was that his references to Corinth's past generosity to Athens, only irritated the Athenians subtly. Say, it's why you need okay, they were disgusted and irritated. Okay? Subtly asking them to feel guilty and putting them under obligation. It was annoying. You know you have to do this for us because your friends will think you are not a good person because these people, yeah, it was very irritating. Now, I'll say, the Athenians couldn't care less about past favors and friendly feelings. They didn't give a fuck about past favors and friendly feelings. At the same time, they knew that Daddy Fred Mujimini no mo kancha so kana no tum kakra na enyo no kwa na waboa obi. Daddy Fred, what your brofo kwahwehwe law 48 laws of power. Na kokenkan law 13 because Ken won't win. Sika no mo di fam, visas no mo di fam, say e be narrow because Baumia so e bia abrache. Intina ebetumi po aye style na ebe ye no. But obori because we Jimmy. Why na de bia no ka menam ye we. People get fucking tired. Okay? So they won't give it to him. Now let me go on. Well, see what the Corinthian ambassador did not realize was that his references to Corinth's past generosity to Athens. Sorry for the invitation. Don't mention a boss to me, Pacho. To Athens only irritated the Athenians. Subtly asking them to feel guilty and putting them under obligation was annoying. The Athenians couldn't care less about past favors and friendly feelings from the Corinthians. At the same time, the Athenians knew that if their other allies sought them ungrateful for abandoning Corinth, these city-states would still be unlikely. Or see, no one is saying they will be unlikely to leave because someone is Athens no power no. Now what can they see you are his next victim. So they didn't give a fuck. Say na Kenny Tim say one me and your friend only way mu quiet fire and perform aka no mo so say emfa me ho nkrofo no mo aka no mo Jimmy a e na mo be free mu akọ because omo nim say so mo kwa wo ka say wonti Wo ka say Cabinet Japan be free party man Abraham Champon. Why na be free party mo kwasia sa wo kra wo nko. Kwasia second oria on ko e wona na chitafo be hu mu jimi. Ken anko baby a mwase ma kan nyina na ogina ho si the whole Ghana si ono mbra no. Ade no ni the whole Ghana nkwati party. Okwasia we formatting ni bi no use your brain. The whole Ghana baby obeko bia 90%. Yes Kennedy Japan. Or hwehwe den wa MPP fo ho. Or hwehwe den MPP fo si dabi. Wo si dabi nkrofo ketwa na omunye obiafo na omuya nkrofo na omunnim nyansa na omunnifie nyansa no. Na mepe, even though the whole Ghana says I should come, the whole every girl, every boy, every akwade, every abrewa, every future, some of share your funu na to amaken. Inti ken kedeni hiyan kwatewo party. One party mpo na Ghana funu na di wechi. Now we MPP idem kwasia party we ya. Omunifie nyansa. Who reason why crowd war party? They are stealing like there is no tomorrow, looting the whole world. What's it that? Many can just assembly that you are not making sense. Keep on bragging. First, the fuck of all, in some no fan what can I intro? Well, let me. No, it's enough. I've read enough. Montiano sounding like a Corinthian. Oh yeah, yes, menam yewe, muntieno, kwa siapa. Asof no di omo atem ni nyina. Omo preacher omo se kwa Kennedy Japan. Tinka ken den na aka ana we nya zongo for ede bio na aka the whole church is a would di omatem go omo sorry omo kra omo ka kira omo nkrofo so omo nkofa Kennedy ani ene ken to aso ma se Kennedy Japan mema teacher for girls, boys. MPP for how they say, omunya boys, omunya girls, omunya mama for, omunya papa for, omunya teacher for, omunya Jimmy for. MPPC, they are a very small group of thieves. Looting like there is no tomorrow. MPPC, they are a very small group of senseless people. Omo ni munyansa. Omo si omo sukra omo huwaya. Enyonyam 40 se wa wesi afa. Wa hwere. Wo sing na abu omo si omo huwaya. Your type. Wo baba bedi omo enim. Omo si omo nte wase omo srew. MPP for see omo power chow. Go where you are wanted. Abua. When you there, inimuntia. Inimanana wa friend intina. Kasia. We wona wana wafe wo sese jaka. Idiot. Skotia kasia samdudu awaka. I don't know where I belong to that party. Omo pamecho June way no more pamecho se nkotre. Omo nini omo bedi. Na omo si omo ska abua. MPP for MPP for say you are too big for their party. MPP for say the X factor is blinding. Almost raw Eja X kwa alphabet nonka 25. Kwa nonka 25. Pasia if all of them are looking for you. Why are you chasing MPP? Why? Pasia kawolas. And the motorbike ekorope. A whole campaign, motorbike, kwasiampeni, abuwa we mutiama okachira mo say school na education e dey den ne mother so ko school ne ba amanda oda so school masters upon wa abrochire mon kantra kwasia we so onkofa ne ba ba akopɛ oma Christine ba no omo nko school Ghana obehu say woman na we wu no ono ne ba no na kan de ne be experiment what do you share ono ne ba no na kan be experiment kwasia wonya kwasia oti ho o se woman ma school hu hia ba oda so de ne na odi betu ne ho from now going ya ha na wamo abeya another graduation it will be in Ghana na mo yen kwasiafo ni nwan that the Fred aponchin wutru konton da prako ebokwa ekaze echi akwa mo aka yen kwasiasam wa bra adwasafo ne mba wo state na wo mu wunni ni wo se that the Fred mo yen nwan dodo kwasia we mo ka no kra kire no from all angles anka we jai jimie no ka we jai Edienko mo jimi muna mudi na chino me hu be that actually enra na malizi no si oye kan sister no yesika munni bi chese nothing could be ken ene moye fundraising ansa na my t-shirt inko wie kwasiampafo nkwasiampafo aboa we ni fie nye ontumi pon finish dan ba ko nkotene obi owo adan 200 hamo this man doesn't have a home. Do you know what it takes to build a home? Kwasia we should be able to be in his house showcase say oni ni ire mu nyina ye kama ne ma nyina na bu na ye hu so obetumi achichiri bibi kwasiampa anyway anyway, Nifi asam so dan chanya watna so many platforms so edi watam every color senya munnim nyansa senya onwa ya okamo ho senya onka ho amukwa amundu senya de bia na mota no senya mo pachew senya mo di bone senya wo obi anho asem senya mo hwie abem mo wi mo say ya disqualify no ya man forms even though na dwino akakota na jimie we ehin na eo ye twa hon mon konkofa ne mra ye be ko demonstration ma ye gu MPP party for insulting the whole Ghana. The tyrant, this is where you chop your block. I don't have time for foolishness. Do you know who brought insults for Akwasi Asemko? Momo ba na ye ne mo ye fan na mo ka say bibia mbeba be ka onya kwasia be bisa say why the insult wo na ne twe Ghana ha the first person on ma atemdidie ye akono oni kwasia ken oni kwasia toy ojan asen aponche no nkwasia fomadehye nyina ejimi no ahimfie okro ntum Kenya asasam che kwasia we ko event no asie dinketia na obae ha MPP for ha MPP for e ka kira osem na hyase NDC cry fam ho kwasia kwa aka koja me na meyewe era me na meyewe era me na meyesikeni era me nkwa na ye frame e na aboa kwasia se wo woni wadanfo mu wa account wo bank MPP for akobo bisia yentumi ntuae MPP ni na ye plani wo ho Fred Oware ye ne ho kire no odi ahyemudi mu na ya hwe na ya ma woni opon bio contract akakraka hi yeah that is why I am destroying him kwasia biba abuwa hwe wo ho abuwa kwasia wontumi fa wani mu ba me be kasa ho ayede mesi oyo dwan MPP for some mistake na mo de ne ba ya be demonstration na ya dissolve mo party no for insulting the whole country se kwasia bia na adwen no physically enye 100% enye Jimmy Sam whilst you can't bring anyone who has any mental malfunctioning kwasia we wouldn't do factory reset cry enye yi because adwen no we twa ho ato achen ye twa empo ni nyansa ne edruhin ye twa na adwen no di bodam ni semi na ye twa free ho kwasia sa okwasia we mo fere se oni baby ko he has proven it so oni baby akọ se Ghana fo nyina afrewa wo ta MPP fo aiden abua kwasia fo mo jimi bia enye yi ye ono kwa no ye odefo abua biba. Happy 24th. I will be back.